Okay, my super groovy mod of the day is going to be a Nerf Rival ball vacuum. That's right, a vacuum. I'm going to walk you through this step by step. First of all, we're using a 12 volt inline marine blower motor. There's the suck right there. Next, I fashioned using an electrical box, got it at Ace, a bracket that goes right on to that motor. Works perfect. Okay, now we got to get the box to the bracket, and so what we've done is we've just popped a couple holes in there. I just measured that off the holes on the bracket there and popped them in. Now's the time you really should be thinking, how am I going to power this thing? So I'm going to use a 2S LiPo, well, maybe a little bit too much. A couple different switches. I want an on-demand and a lighted. Okay, now we're ready to wire it up. I always draw a diagram of my motors, my switches, and make sure it's going in a circular pattern. I'll show you. Alright, as you can see, here's my diagram. It shows my motor, my hot wire is going to my switches, then to my battery, and then to my ground to my battery. Remember, you're doing everything in a circle, so from the positive to the switch, down to the motor, through the ground, back to the battery. From the positive to the switch, through the switch to the motor, back to the battery. Okay, you may have asked, why did he do two switches? Well, the bottom line is I want this one to turn on and run it all the time, so I got the option of running it, or an on-demand switch. Just push it and run. Okay, one thing I had to do was test it and figure out which was my polarity. So my brown on here is actually my ground and my black is actually my hot. That's the way I've got it wired up. Okay, I got this set up just like I did in my diagram now. So when we press the button, fan works, turn on the switch, it runs all the time. Again, I want to stress the importance, draw the diagram, make sure everything's going in a circle, pre-test it. Those alligator clips, they're invaluable. Pre-test it, folks. Okay, before I wire this bad boy up, I want to make sure everything's assembled, put together. I've got it all how I want it. There's so many pieces. So I'm going to tell you, this blower motor is not a Schedule 40 PVC like I'm using, and I would really like to have polycarbonate clear tubing, but that's why God made duct tape. So we definitely want to make sure our Nerf balls don't go through, right? So drill bit, pilot hole, step drill, inset that right there, boom, little screen, Nerf balls don't go. Alright, it's all assembled, put together and everything. I found out you had to use a 3S LiPo. 2S doesn't work. You want to make sure you have a hard container for your balls. Fine, this is in full prototype version. There's my hard container that I fashioned down through my Y, coming out to the end of the nozzle. And it does pick up those little burgers. Full prototype mode, wired up, ready to go. And as you can see, it's picking up Nerf rounds. Delivering them in the package. The dog is flat excited. Okay, I'm going to say, it's really cool. It's definitely not cost effective. But my knees, my back, I think, will benefit from it, so it was worth it.